first second video for one movie. I'm excited. Good morning, afternoon, evening everyone. Hi, my name is Mira and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know what I do things about movie reviews and trailer reactions, basically anything about a movie, and I fangirl about them. So this is like a new thing for me where I make second video full of spoilers, so I could talk further about the movie. I just have so many things to talk about for this movie. But if you haven't seen the first spoiler-free movie review, click here. Oh, you did watch it? You did watch it. You promise. Okay, good. Now, onto the spoiler-full review. The first scene that caught my eyes is when Abe, and this is where I got ticked off by Asa Butterfield. The first scene that caught my eyes is when Abe is dying, and Asa was there to, like, get up, Grandpa. Oh, just burp. I'm sorry. Like, get up, Grandpa. I need you to be safe, to like. And even though there are no blood or anything except like his eyes have disappeared, Asa doesn't show that many emotions. As in, like, if I was close to my grandfather, if I from very little girl, I'm close to my grandfather or grandmother and have him dying in my arms, I would bawl my tears out. But Asa didn't do that. He's just like, Grandpa, no. Things like that. Like, in the book, I get the feeling that Jake, the character that is played by Asa Butterfield, is really, really sad and really, really stressful about the situation. But in the movie, I don't really see it. But as I said, his character progressively getting better throughout the movie, and I think it just makes up for what he did in the previous scene. So that's good. Now, that scene reminds me of something else. The girl's name, the peculiar children's, Emma and Olive, the names were switched. In the movie, Olive was the girl with the lighter than air superpower, while Emma is the one with pyrokinesis. I mean, that didn't bother me much, but it could be bothersome for some people. Maybe the movie makers like switch the girls just for the sake of the script of the movie because it is like more interesting to them. I'm not really sure. I don't think the movie makers need to do that. They just have to be more creative in the storytelling part. But that's just my feelings because I think pyrokinesis is pretty cool as a power. It doesn't have to be destructive. It doesn't have to be weird and stuff like that. While air is a bit more safe, But that's just my opinion. If you guys have any other opinion, feel free to comment below. Another thing that interests me is how Tim Burton made the loop, which is the day, just one day, by the way, which is the day where the peculiar children's live. It's not so perfect. Loop means that day is get repeated over and over again, as long as the timekeeper, which is Miss Peregrine in this situation, can do it. Now, I don't remember if the book mentioned this about the imperfection of the loop when I read it, but Tim Burton makes it so easy and so flowy throughout the storyline. For once, Abe called the imperfections that I'm going to talk about. Abe called and he just, he's saying that he's okay, that he will go to war and stuff like that. Because Abe was a peculiar and well, but he left for the war. I can't imagine the sadness that Miss Peregrine felt whenever she answers the phone because in the timeline, in the middle of the movie, Abe is dead. He's not alive anymore. It would be heartbreaking. The second imperfection is when Victor's killer, which is Bronwyn's brother. Bronwyn is the girl with strong muscles. When Victor's killer came back and it was a hollow, and Miss Peregrine has to heal that hollow over and over again every day to stop more kids from being killed. It's so interesting and so fully thought out to the movie. It just warms up your imagination and think about other loops it might have imperfections, stuff like that. So it kind of shows that the perfect loop that is supposed to be perfect for living for hundreds and hundreds of years is not so perfect at all. The next scene that I want to talk about is the final scene, the final fighting scene. I believe that is not available in the book, but it is there in the movie, and I think it is really great. The writers are really creative while creating that, and the movie makers could utilize the powers of the children very fluently. I was gripped for a few minutes in that scene, and when it ended, I felt very satisfied for some reason. It was an exciting scene, but that makes me realize how different the ending would be from the book. Now I'm going to talk something entirely different from the book, which is the ending. Like I said, I will talk about the ending because in the first book, which is like how the movie is based on, Mr. Baron didn't die. You know, if you read the book, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think Mr. Baron died. I believe there's a hollow that died, but it was not Mr. Baron. And Miss Peregrine got very weak. She cannot transform back to human even after like a few pages, or you know, maybe 10-20 pages of book 2. And Jake has to escape, as in not escape like in the movie, like escape with the small boat. That is really, really sad. But in this movie, Mr. Baron actually died. Like gets his eyes pulled out, and what else? Oh, they get a happy ending. The Peculiar Children's got a happy ending, which is really, really different from the book. You know, in the movie, Jake got separated from the Peculiar Children. They went back to another loop. They tried to leave, try to have a new life, and Jake is like, he has to stay in his loop in his year, which is 2016. But Jake got funded by his grandpa, by Abe, who lived again, because the loop that he visited is like before his grandpa died. He got funded by his grandpa to visit other loops, and you know, like trying to find the girl, which is Emma, that she likes, and you know, just have a happy ending. Now this ending kind of makes me happy and sad. Happy because they do deserve a happy ending. Those kids are those adults because they were in the loop since 1943, and this 2016 means they should be 80 something, because those people deserve a happy ending. But sad also because this could mean that there will be no sequel to this movie, and I like this movie so much. For a fangirl who loves fantasy movie, who loves traveling through different universe in our minds, this particular fandom offers a lot of things. Offers a lot of imagination, offers a lot of things that I could fangirl at, you know, offers a lot of happiness. Trying to think about visiting other loops besides of what they portray in the movie, it has an endless possibilities, you know. Bottom line, as a fangirl, as someone who basically invested my time and mind to other worlds, this movie has a lot of great qualities. Not only good character and storyline, but the fandom itself offers a lot of things. It's not as good as Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings, where the fandom is much more diverse and much more bigger, but it's enough to, you know, like tickle our imagination. I mean, I don't know what will I have as my power if I was a peculiar. I mean, I always imagine having a pyrokinesis power, but that one is already taken. So maybe like reading minds, that would be cool, like Professor X. Do you have a current loop in mind? If you can have a loop, and if you've suddenly found a Yimbrin to make you that loop, I mean, it should be interesting to see. I would have mine in Hawaii, like in a remote island where I could just eat coconuts every day. That would be cool. Anyway, that is for my spoiler review of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I really, really like this movie, and I hope you do too. I hope you can, you know, you can use your imagination and feel enlightened or happy when you see this movie, and not being so judgmental. Tell me what you want to have as a power if you were a peculiar, or tell me what kind of loop that you would like to have if you are a peculiar and you have a Yimbrin to do that loop. And thank you so much for watching. I assume you watched my first video, and this is my second video. I assume you watch both, and I thank you so very, very much. And I hope you have a great day and a great life, and generally be happy. Yay! Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to comment stuff and things that I could review again, like this video, and don't forget to subscribe because it wouldn't hurt and it would make my day. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Again, I think I've said it the third time already, and I will see you next time. Bye.